Hi, everybody. DJ Yoakley with you for another player profile. This time it's Cardinal Mooney style, and we are joined by one of the go-to guys for the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals on the baseball diamond this spring. We are joined by Zach Hryb. Zach, what a beginning, middle, and you're trying to put the end on your legacy here as a Mooney Cardinal. What has it been like for you right off the top to wear the colors, to wear the block M, and wear it so valiantly and show what you got?
Well, I mean, ever since I was a freshman, since the first couple of games, I got pulled to varsity, and we're in that M and on that jersey. I'm going on the varsity team, playing every game felt like an honor, and it felt like, I was part of the team ever since then. And these past 3 years, besides the COVID year, have been a great time and a lot of good memories I made. And I'm glad to be with the guys I am now and ready to end the season with them.
And naturally, you're a great teammate. The guys love you, and this team is on a tear right now. You've won the last 3 games, but over some significant opponents in Columbiana and West Branch. To name two of them. Talk to me about, you are ranked in the state at your position. However, it sounds like at the next level you might play another position. What is that like? And have you had some of the conversations with your coaches now and with your coaches at the next level at Walsh about being able to play maybe both positions or one position more than the other?
Well, when I talked to my college coach, he wanted me to. Originally, I played in middle infield, short and second base.
Mhm.
But when I came to Cardinal Mooney, they saw like my speed, how fast I was. So they thought after freshman year, they put me in the outfield. So that's what I've been ever since, freshman year for high school ball. But then when I went to go uh, practice with the college team at Walsh, he had me play middle infield and outfield. So when I go to next level, I'm looking to play at both positions, more so outfield. But for my last year at Mooney, I'm going to play like center. My main position is center field, and that's what I'll play for the rest of the year.
Talk to me. I mean, when you think about playing multiple positions at the next level, that's something that you have to know, and you've got to study a ton. And obviously, Mooney has gotten you ready for that in many aspects of your life of preparing both in the classroom and on the field. What are the preparations you have to do when you go from a center field to a second baseman or middle infield, and vice versa? It's very different. Obviously, you got to be a little bit more reactionary in the infield than you do in the outfield, you'd think, but you can tell us different if you like here, Zach.
Yeah, I know my preparation is a little different. When I'm in the outfield, I do a lot, long toss, do a lot of uh, like the hops are different, so you got to get the grounders better, and obviously reading balls in the air are different. But when I'm in the infield, I take a lot of different grounders like on the dirt to read the hops better and the lips. And I don't know. I've just been playing there. I've been playing there ever since I was a little kid, at second base and shortstop. So it's kind of basically muscle memory to me. And then adding on from high school playing outfield was a great addition to that too.
People talk about the different levels, right? When you go from little league to pony league and pony league to varsity, you've been playing varsity since you were a freshman. So it's been a while since you took that next step and leveled up, so to speak. Are there any, like, are you nervous about going to Walsh, or are you going to do anything this summer to try and really prep? All these guys are working out, and it really does become a job from the time you're a high schooler to college. Are there any nerves that are kind of in your way, or are you excited about it? Are you nervous, or are you scared? I mean, tell us how you're feeling.
I'm actually feeling really great, honestly. Like at first, I was very nervous, but then ever when I was in eighth grade, I remember I was in eighth grade and freshman year, I went to do this scouting team down in Florida for Perfect Game, and ever since then, I just knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go play college ball. So the past 4 years, I've been working hard and practicing both infield and outfield. And then wasn't until junior year I went to do a travel team. And now that I'm committed, I'm going into the summer. I'm going to work on my speed to get faster, work on my arm to get stronger, and obviously my hitting too, because you gotta get better to play against all those good guys who go to play in college next year.
Let's talk about some of your teammates. Who are your favorite teammates that you had along the way the last 4 years? Let's start with a couple of guys maybe that took you under their wing and said, hey, this is how you do it at Mooney, and this is how you need to be successful on the baseball diamond. Who were some of those guys for you?
Well, my freshman year, I'm going to the wing. I had I think the two main guys were probably Matt Walmer and Johnny Mikos. Like they were very accepting when I came on their team because a lot of like older guys on the varsity team, they're not really as accepting. They like, be hard on you, or like they don't see you as one of their teammates. But those two, like, they really stuck out to me. They were my friends and like helped me along the way to become a part of the varsity team, and got to play with them that first year when I was with them.
All right, so let's flip the script. Who are maybe two or so of the guys that you're looking at for the future of Cardinal Mooney baseball, and you want to make sure that you understand and they understand that the torch is being passed to them and their high expectations for the way that Mooney baseball is played?
Two main guys that I've played with ever since they got here were Logan Boyd and Jeffrey Brenner. Those two are solid baseball player athletes. They work hard at practice and in the game. They give it 100%. They know what it takes to be on the Mooney team. And Logan, he's been on varsity since sophomore year. He's a good, hardworking man. Jeffrey played varsity this year, and he's really been doing pretty good too. And I just feel like those two will be like the new captains and face of Cardinal Mooney, hopefully for next year, and will be good leaders for the team when I leave.
Let's kick this around for a minute. So obviously you're a well-mannered young man. You're doing big things on the baseball diamond. You're doing big things in life. Who helped you, like coaching wise? Who helped you get there? I mean, everybody, especially from an athlete standpoint, everybody's got their favorite teachers in school. Everybody's got their favorite uncle or favorite aunt. Who are some of your favorite coaches that helped you and really pushed you along the way and said, maybe you can do this when times were tough?
I think it all kicked off was when I was in 8th grade. When I played for Roth at Scene 14U, Coach Day, he was my coach, and he was just the best guy ever. He was always encouraging and inspiring us to all do good, and he was the reason why we all had the heart and the heart and goodness to win the championship at the NABF. And then ever since then, I think Coach Al Franchicelli, when I came to varsity, Cardinal Mooney, he was very hard and strict, but he made me who I am today. He gave me that hard work and good work ethic to keep going and keep trying my hardest, giving 100%. And then now I have Coach Eddie Reese, who was the assistant last year. He's just a great guy. I love him. He's good, hardworking too. Everything, because he played college ball too, so he understands the game. He knows what he's talking about, and he's always been encouraging me to do my best, and he knows and trusts me that could be a good assessment to the team.
With all the talent that you have, Zach, there's probably a lot of teams that looked at you and said, "Hey, we want you to get a better look," and you made your choice. It's Walsh. You're going to be a Cavalier. Talk to me about why Walsh stood out to you so much, and why you are looking to go there here in the fall.
Well, going to my senior year, all summer, I visited like 10 plus colleges, and I played travel ball for Lake Rocks, going around all Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia. And I get to have a couple looks, a couple at like Mountain Union and Hiram, and a couple other D2s. But when I walked down Walsh's campus, my first visit back in June in the summer, it just it felt right. It felt good in my heart, like that this was a place for me. And I got to learn about the campus, the kids, and like the Catholic background, especially too. That's a big part of my life too. And it was just all stuck out to me. It it felt like I needed to be there. And then that's when I went and talked to Coach Tim Mead, got to get a chance to practice with the team and stay the night and got to get the experience of what the college life is playing as a baseball player. It just felt right, and I wanted to go there, and I got the offer, and I was so excited, and that's what my heart was set on.
So naturally, you want to be a professional baseball player, like every young man does. At this, you're not going to play college ball to stop. I would assume. What are your? I don't want to say backup goals, but what's Plan B for Zach when you look at, what are you going to go to school for? What do you ultimately want to do if you can't be a professional baseball player? And what got you to kind of go in that direction?
Well, so obviously the next 4 years are going to be hard, and I'm going to work hard to be a really good athlete for the team. But my backup plan would be ever since in all of high school, I did coding classes, and like coding 1, coding 2, and AP computer science. And it kind of I always thought it was fun to do that stuff. So when I go to Walsh, I'm going to major in, I believe, cybersecurity and computer science programming. And that's like my back off fall if I don't make it up there to the minors and majors,
That's huge, because I'm tired of getting these little pop-ups on my thing that I'm not protected on my computer. So the next time I get one, I'm calling you. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's great. Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do a quick, just kind of, this is your life. You've got unbelievable parents, and your dad is is a bulldog from a stand of making sure that you get what you need. Talk to me about how much your parents mean to you. You're such a family man and a good Catholic young boy. Talk to me about what your family means to you and religion means in your family.
Yeah, my parents mean everything to me. I wouldn't be at where I am right now if it wasn't for them. My mom being a former softball player, she pushed me to strive to do good in baseball, helped me practice a lot at home and stuff. And my dad, he's just very hardworking, no matter what he does or like at his job, at sports, in high school, or now in his job, he works hard, 100%, and he's teaching me a good work ethic to keep moving forward, to keep trying, like even though I'm not the smartest or the best, to keep working hard, because that's the main thing, is to trying your best. And they just been there for me ever since I was little, and they know, and they're very proud that I'm like going to play the next level, and they're going to stay with me. And 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 they always push me very hard on religion. We always go to mass every Sunday. They had me go to Catholic school my whole life. I went to Holy Family in grade school, and I went to Cardinal Mooney now. And it's just been a big thing in our life. We always pray, like before we eat, and we always pray with every day with our family, and like praying for others, like our other relatives and stuff. And that's just been a major thing in my life, and I thank them for that, because it really helps me a lot. Talking to God and praying with Him every day.
All right, you ready for some off the wall questions? Because we're gonna get down and dirty on this. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yeah, here we go.
The newest question to the YSN gauntlet is: when you have a birthday and the birthday candles are sitting there, what's your birthday wish this year, Zach?
I guess my birthday wish this year would is to have a great following year next year, going to my college year, and hoping everything goes well, hoping that I like the kids, hoping that I like my roommate, and hoping that my classes will go good, and I guess hoping that I'll be successful in the future.
You're making everybody sit around the table waiting on all of those wishes. On all those wishes. I like it. And everybody's just kind of waiting in anticipation while you're waiting to blow out the birthday candles and get all those wishes. I dig it. I respect it. It's your birthday. You do you.
Yeah.
All right. What is one thing that you're really good at that nobody knows about?
Oh, geez. I haven't really thought about it. Oh my gosh. I guess one thing that I'm really good at that, like, I guess not a lot of people couldn't do, is I could juggle too. I saw this video online. So I learned how to juggle in 10 seconds. I was like, okay. So I looked it up, and I was able to like master it within like 5 minutes. So now I could like juggle like it's muscle memory.
So now you got to do a video how to learn to juggle within 5 minutes, and then you'll make a ton of money. See, that's how you do it, Zach.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay. What is one thing that you wish that you were really good at, but you're not?
That's what I was really good at. I guess playing an instrument, because like I never really liked him like as a kid growing up, and I don't like him now either. But I guess one thing I would have learned to play like was the guitar, like rock and roll, because I like rock and roll music too. So like playing guitar would be kind of nice to do and learn.
All right, so perfect segue into the next question. If you were in a band, what would be the type of music that you play, and why?
Type of music that I play, I guess rock and roll, because I just like the music, like the genre. I like a lot of the bands, like Kiss. That's one of my favorite bands from rock and roll, and I just like the atmosphere with all the people, and like it's just very great to me.
I'm gonna guess that you're an '80s guy. You like the because look at this hair, look at that flow. That is '80s rock all day long. I love it. So the next question is, how and what pushed you to grow it out there and get the flow? Is it just the baseball thing? Is it just the thing now?
Actually, no. When I was in grade school, I used to have long hair. Not this long, but I had like a pretty long hair. Then when I got towards my like 7th, 8th grade year, I cut it short, and I had it short all the way up to my like junior year. And then I was thinking, like, I wanted to start a new change. I want to get a new look going. So I was like junior year of summer, I was gonna let it grow out. Going to my senior, I was like, I'm gonna let it grow out all year and see what it looks like. If I want to keep it, I'll keep it. If I not, I'll just cut it. And I liked it, so I kept it ever since.
Okay. Next question is, we know that you're not going to get in trouble because you're a good young man. But in this scenario, you are in jail. You have one call, and you have to explain what happened. Who's that call and why?
Probably my dad, because he'd be the most real and understanding about like what I would do if it would have happened. So like I guess he would understand it like I guess what he could understand, he'd be okay with. He wouldn't be okay with it, but like he'd be like be the one I call and like I guess he'd be the one to understand like, and he'd be okay with it, I guess, in a way, and he tried to help me out get through it.
All right. Add-on question: who's sitting next to you in that jail cell?
Who's sitting next to me?
Who's one of your friends that I mean, your ride or die?
Ride or die? Oof. I guess my ride or die right now would probably be Cole Littman, because like he's a funny guy. He loves to do a lot of crazy things, but he's like one of my best close friends, and he'd probably be right there next to me.
Well, you guys had some highway robbery the other day against Columbiana, so between you two, I'm sure that you could probably go in the slammer for that because Columbiana is licking its wounds after they played Cardinal Mooney. Zach, congratulations on so many parts and so many aspects of your life. We're so proud of you. Couldn't be more excited for you in the future, and you represent the Valley well, and just continue to do that. You know, keep doing the right thing. It seems like you're on the right path, and if you ever get into jail and ever get into a problem, make sure that Papa Bear is that first call because you'll never live it down if he's not. Zach, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.